Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching this series on the Philip Haas clock, bracket clock, which should be finishing today. This will be hopefully the final video on this series. I think it took 6 videos. I'm enjoying the work on this clock. It's been very extensive. So we'll see where we go. Anyway, clock. Here's where we are on the clock. And it's all back together. What I did off camera was I put the hammers on, which is pretty simple to do. Anybody can do it. You just slide them onto this little case here. You just slide them onto this rod and line them up so that the shortest, they're different heights, and the highest one goes on the inside there. And it's not a very good system because down under here there are these little wires which are supposed to provide lots of bounce back into position, and they don't really. Maybe they're just worn out over the years. This is a 1850 to 1890 clock, so I find that these hammers do not come back very well, and thus they won't make a very robust sound on the bars, on the chime bars. Now here's the chime barrel right here. This is the chime barrel which I put on. And of course, if you want the notes to sound properly, you got to put it on correctly. So, and it just slides over the chime rod, and then a set screw tightens it down. And what I do is, on any Westminster chime clock, the way it works is that you have a set of 4 notes for the first quarter, a set of 8 notes for the second quarter, a set of 12 notes for the third quarter, and then a set of 16 notes for the final quarter. So that's how you know where you are in the process. So what I do, and the first set of 4 notes are a descending set. So these will drop in 1, 2, 3, 4 in that order, and that's how you know you're on the first set of 4 notes. And so then you have to set the cam. You have to look inside here and see where this cam is. Right in there. I don't think you can see in there very good because I don't have a flashlight. Let me see if I can make it bigger. There's the cam. You can see the notch in the cam. So you have to have that cam set ready to play the first set of notes, and then have this set to play the first set of notes, and that's what I did. So everything's lined up to play the notes properly. All right, so she's ready to go. So the next thing to do here is put it in the case, and then you have to tune these hammers to hit the rods, because when you first put them in, they're not, in some cases they won't even reach. And you can see this one, you know, they all land in different positions here. So this one's going to have to be bent a little. Sorry, this one here is going to have to be bent a little so it comes forward more and hits the bar. But that's just adjusting them. And it is going to be difficult to film, though, because I'm going to be working inside the back of the clock box. So what I'll do is I'll set the camera behind me so you can so you can watch what I'm doing, but I don't know that it'll be that great of a video. I don't have any other way of doing it, so we'll try that. I'm hoping that it'll yeah, anyway, so that's what we'll do. We'll put it in the box and put the gong in, put the chime rods in, and then test it. And if everything works good, we'll put the hands on it, and it will be done. I'm just going to record this little section here to see what it looks like. Move that aside. Bring the case into view. Forgot there's a couple of things I wanted to grease on that. See, that's going to be a problem, I think. Yeah, that's going to be a problem, right? Yeah, let's go from the other angle. It might make more sense to do it from this angle. What do you think, guys? I don't know. I'm not a film guy. Oh, there goes our clock. It just did something there. All right, so we're gonna have to close this down a little. Yeah, that might be better, right there. But I know I'm gonna be in the way most of the time, so I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I can make this thing go higher above my head or something. How's that look? Let me go in there and work on it and see. All right, so I'm going to be working on here and here. Trying to put stuff on. How's that look? Pretty good? Ooh, I got to watch out that I don't back up. Hit the camera. All right. Let's leave it like that for now. Now let's get to work. Let's get to work. A couple of things I want to oil though, because I did take a wheel out and forgot to oil it. So just off camera here, sorry. I just gotta oil this pivot. And I gotta oil this pivot. And I gotta oil this pivot here. Making a mess. And I think those are the ones that I had to work with. Alright. So what I've got is I got two holders that get screwed in, and underneath I got two screws that I have to reach under this base without being able to see them and make them fit. I don't need this. I don't need that one. I need my glasses. Like I say, I'm going to be in the way. I'm sorry. I just can't do it any other way. Alright. So, that's what we're looking at right there. First thing I want to do is get these screws in underneath the bottom, because they're the hardest to do. Not only are they hard, but you can't even get your hand in there. So, I usually like to use a headlamp for this. Alright, see if I can get this in. Try to do the hardest side first. It's all by feel. I wish I could see. God darn. He's difficult. There. I'm starting to feel. I'm not getting any luck in that position. Gosh darn it, I can't even find the hole. Well, it's way back here. No wonder I can't find it. Oh man, I'm way off. Oh, come on. I did this a few times already. Oh man, this is really hard. Come on. Gone into warning. You just gotta get lucky. And I haven't been lucky. I'm not lucky. Oh. Darn it, Jim. Let's try the other side. I don't know how I did this yesterday. I did it. I had to take it back out. Because I forgot to film. See, this side seems to be easier to get for some reason. Okay, maybe not that easy. Nope. Nope. Not good there. I'm going to have to take a break already. I'm just getting frustrated. Come on, where's that hole? Should be right there. I feel like I'm close. I feel like I got it. It's just... Phone's ringing now. Let's get back to this. Somebody phoned me. The church called me and said, "Why ain't you coming to church?" And I'm like, well, the truth is, there's no catastrophes going on in my life right now, so everything is good. I usually go to church when my life is upside down. And right now it's not upside down, but I guess that's not a very good reason to go to church, is it? Oh my God, I can't get this thing in there. I could use God's help right now, though, getting this screw to go in. Lord Jesus, give me some insight into this. Make it happen. Oh, jeez. Maybe he did. I got it in. Well, I guess I gotta go back to church now. He did something for me. Alright, we'll leave that in loose for now. I'll try and get the other side in. Alright. Yeah, I haven't been back to church since my daughter was 14 or 15 years old. When she quit, I didn't see any point of going. After a while, I went by myself because my wife doesn't really like going to church. And after my daughter quit when she was in her early teens, mid-teens, I didn't see much point. I guess that happens to everybody maybe, I don't know. Anyway, back to the clock here. I gotta get this other side in. I could use someone's help doing that as well. Please. What is going on? What is going on? I just grabbed the wrong screw. Yep. I grabbed the wrong screw. And I couldn't get it. Let's get this in. Lined up a little bit. Ow, it's hurting my hand. Oh, damn. Just no easy way to get this in. Whoever thought of a method like this? Hidden here. Germans. I don't think that's in. Oh man, so difficult, so difficult, so difficult. Come on. Let's get this in. Don't feel like it's going in. Nope. Feels like it's trying to. No luck yet. It was the third quarter. Just rang out. Come on. Takes a long time to find these. I think I got it. Okay. We found it. Now we're just going to tighten them. Tighten them down. They got to be fairly tight. Okay. All right, that's done. Now our two screws. One's a Phillips, one's a square, of course. That square's a green. We always know that. Right about there. Right about there should do it. Okay. One screw is in. Phillips. Try not to hit my chair on the camera. It calls for 4 screws. I'll put 2 in. Maybe I'll put 4 in. I don't know. Right now I'm just putting 2 in to hold it. That don't look very tight. It is. Okay, so now we are ready to put the gong in, and then the the bars. So let's go get the gong. Alright, the gong is out here. I know you can't see it. I'm walking without the camera. The gong and the bars. That's it. That's all I need. Alright, here's the chime rods and the gong. It has the Philip, Haas and Sons bunny rabbit logo. So we'll be installing these. Take the screw off the bottom. Put this in the corresponding hole. Like so. Oh gosh, I don't want to hit that camera. Alright, now we must lift the clock up in order to get this screw nut on. Come on. Alright, it's going on. Alright, let me think. For now, I won't tighten that. I'm going to put these hammers out of the way while I put this in. Make sure I don't mess these up. Alright. Oh, it's went into warning again. Alright, we need a big screwdriver. If these aren't tight, they won't sound good. So make sure when you tighten up your chime rods, it's tight. And then what I like to do is make sure the rods are kind of level and not touching each other. Make them have space. Space them out properly. Then I can let my hammer down. So now they don't sound too good, do they? So this is where the tuning comes in. The tuning part, and then the last part is that. Alright, so normally I have hammer bending tool, but it doesn't fit these hammers. They're so old, they're fatter than normal. I have 3 different sizes of hammer bending tools. The biggest one does not fit. There it goes. Sounds good. Maybe we can get a... Oh, well, it sounded the way it's supposed to. That was a triple chime there. Where's my bending rod? See, this is the bending rod here. But this little notch doesn't fit. Won't fit these. So, I'm going to do it the hard way. Alright, we'll start with the outside one, the inside one. We'll get this one lined up first. Okay, so it's got to be bent towards the dial. It's falling this way. Maybe I can move this over that way a little. For some reason, we're still not where we need to be. God, he's way off. He is way off. This one has a solder repair, so I gotta be careful with it. And I also have to back it off a little. So we're getting closer to the sound we want. But it's landing too hard. So you gotta back it off a little. By backing it off just a little. Now we get that's a better sound. Okay, but I still don't like the way this is not hitting square. Okay. I think you would agree that that's a good tune. So we'll go to the next one. He's just hitting too hard. So we'll back him off a little. Wow. He's really hitting hard. We're going to have to really back him off. Okay, I think we got him already. Alright, now this one needs to be pushed forward a little. A little more forward. There's 3. I'm not chiming too good. I don't like that one. Alright, that's about as good as we're going to get here, I guess. I think this is an inferior system. It's quite old as well, but... Alright, we gotta tighten it. We gotta tighten that sucker on the bottom. Let's tighten this way. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. What the hell was that? Door in the front. Again, you have to tighten this gong very tight so it sounds good. And then when you move it, that's a little heavy. I want a quieter gong than that. You just push this down, the wire down. All right, I like that. Let's see what happens when she goes now. Sorry, my chair is creaky. I got a creaky chair. Kind of, or either that or it's my back. Could be my back making that sound. Look at this key. This is the key for the clock. It's a nice key. Not very often you see a key built like that. From the 1800s. Just a, and you need a lot of cranking power on this key. I don't like the design of these winding arbors. That's another problem. Plus, what someone did is they lost or broke one of the brass cogs. Here we go. No, that's just warning. They broke or lost one of the brass cogs that are in the barrel winding menagerie. And so they made one out of steel, which, first of all, why would you change the material? Brass is easier to cut than steel. So why wouldn't they have made a brass one? That's my first question. And then the one they made is very crude. Crude to the point where it doesn't interlock well with the other neighboring cogs, and it sticks. It makes it very hard to wind the clock. Plus, they made it too thick. These are my measurements here. It was 3.47 millimeters thick, and I had to sand it down. I got it down under 3 millimeters thick. Millimeters? Yeah, millimeters. So, anyway, I'm waiting for this thing to chime, because it should chime this time, right? We heard the 3/4 chime go, and it's just a matter of waiting now for the full chime and the gong, and we'll know if it's working. Here we go. Okay, that was the 1. All right, well, we won't wait. We'll use the hand. I was expecting the full 1 that time. He fooled us all, didn't he? All right, well, we can force the issue. We can make it happen. I think we can. Come on, clock. Oh yeah, that's out of sync. Sounds good though. Sure, go all the way to 12. 10, 11. All right, so when you're out of sync like this, so as you know, we only heard 8 notes, and then it started chiming. It's not striking. It's not supposed to strike until 16 notes have played. So there's a little lever here on the side that you can press down, and it will run the strike every time. So it'll run the chime and the strike every time till you get them lined up. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to press that button. Okay, so now it's going to do 12 strikes. And that was only 3 sets of 4 notes. So we still got another one to go to get it in sync. But we gotta wait for this. Now the next time it'll be easy because it'll only be 1 strike. Okay, we'll press this little thing again. That's 8. That's 12. 16. Okay, I wasn't expecting this. Yeah, it should stop at 11. I forgot when you activate it by the lever, it stays on 11. It doesn't change the rack. All right, now we can test. All right, let's test some more. We're going to do a test till we get past all of them. First quarter. Warning. Second quarter. All is good so far. Okay. Now the final quarter. That's the one that tells us that we did everything right. Come on. I didn't push it far enough. There it goes. That one should go 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12. Very good. It's working the way it should. Now we'll just put the hands on. Okay, Mr. Clock, turn around. We're going to put your hands on. Now, this is a dicey situation in and of itself because the post here is broken. So it's difficult to put the hands on, let's put it that way. It'll hold them. It'll hold, but it's difficult. So, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get the different screws, different pair of pliers. All right, so we know it's 12 o'clock, right? We know that. We remember that it's 12 o'clock. So where's our hour hand? Oh, I don't know the time. Darn, I wish this thing wasn't clicking. All right, I gotta get the pendulum on there. Oh, darn. I forgot to do something. Darn, that's why that thing's going. Damn it. I forgot to put the leader on. Ah, darn. Darn. That creates a little more work. Forgot to put the leader on. Oh, my goodness. Hold on.